check. Hello and welcome into the Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird here with you as we get you all set for this matchup between your 1-1 Erie Tigers and the Fort Morgan Lady Mustangs. Thanks for joining us here this afternoon. We have a nice game for you planned. We keep continuing to add different elements to our broadcast here on the Erie Tiger Network. But first, we'd like to welcome you in to the Gen Realty broadcast booth. This broadcast is sponsored by Gen Realty. Be sure to check her out online at genrealty.com. Well, if you notice, we've got a scoreboard finally going here on the broadcast. That will have real-time data for the first time ever on the Erie Tiger Network. It won't be kids pushing buttons. It won't be me trying to push buttons. It is live. So what you see there is the countdown, 30 seconds left to the start of the game. That's because that's exactly what is on the scoreboard. We will also have TJ Barksdale running our instant replay along with Madison Gambon, our producer and director here today. So we should have a lot of fun here this evening on the Erie Tiger Network. We're going to take our first time out. When we come back, we'll have tip-off. It's Erie versus Fort Morgan on the ETN. And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird here with you as we have the opening tip. And Deb Altschuler will tip it right to Grace Moyers. Moyers will flip it up. Deb will fire it. And that one just off the mark. And a foul called underneath on the rebound. Nope, they'll just... Yep. It's going to be on Anna Hefner, a push. That's her first. Team first. Now Fort Morgan will bring it up the floor here. The Lady Mustangs, and a steal there by Moyers. Moyers will push it up the floor, looks for a teammate, scoops it off the window and gets it to go. Grace Moyers, a fantastic layup, and on the other end, that one is rattled around. Finally picked up there by Christensen. That one too strong off the window, and then picked up by Moyers. Moyers will break out here for the Tigers, leading the charge on the fast break. Crossover dribble into the paint, left-handed scoop shove out the window and in again. And Grace Moyers, 2 quick free throws there for the Tigers, or excuse me, layups there for the Tigers. And that one is thrown into the backcourt. But Grace Moyers, 2 fantastic little teardrops right off the backboard. And the Tigers lead it here 4-0 in the early going. Moyers with it now between the circles. Off to the right side. Altschuler drives, scoops, can't get it to go. And that's picked up by Wells, and Wells will push it here for the Lady Mustangs. Pushed ahead, partially blocked, picked up there by Christensen, and then lost out of bounds, but it was last tipped, I believe, by Welty, and out of bounds on the Tigers. Well, Tiger fans, thank you so much for joining us here this afternoon as we bring you live basketball coverage brought to you by Jen McGurk. Jen Realty is a proud sponsor of Erie Athletics. She's been an Erie resident specialist since 2005. Contact Jen for your local town real estate needs. Now a jumper from the left side, just off the mark. Good rebound by Hefner, and the layup is up and good. So the layup by Hefner. The Tigers cruising here so far. And I don't know what is going on. Some type of sub. It might be for a mask violation. Not sure. We'll take a look at those beautiful Moyer layups here in a second. I think we captured those, and we'll be able to replay them for you. If not, we're learning, and we'll get the hang of it. Now Christensen with it between the circles. Guarded in the man-to-man by Welty. Christensen swings it for Frasco. Frasco working against Moyers. Dribbles off her leg. Moyers on the ground trying to pick up the ball and force a jump ball. As there's a 3 by Aaliyah George. Sorry, dropped the audio there for a second. George hits a 3. It's 9-0 Tigers now as they have come out of the gates roaring. And we'll take a quick timeout here. Actually, let's see if we can bring up those replays. We're trying to kind of experiment here. And we'll take a look at everything we have so far. This is what we have so far in the game. You saw the beautiful layup there by Moyers. Again, the crossover dribble, the scoop and score by Grace again. The block down there at the baseline. The jumper and scoop in, or rebound and score, and then the three-pointer. And that's your little highlight list so far as we go back to live. So how about that, Tiger fans? Some replay, some live graphics. This is fun. And it's made possible by you partnering with us. So head over to patreon.com/Erie Tiger Network to be a supporter. We love it when you can partner with us, as that helps pay our bills. As there's a little scoop off the window. That's no good. Rebound picked up by Hefner. They'll work it around the arc. Welty finds a wide open Altshuler, a deep three, just short. Rebounded though by George, goes up, gets fouled, and she will go to the line to shoot a couple. So George now at the line. Tiger fans. Give us just a second here. Trying to dot our I's and cross our T's here behind the scenes. 10-0 lead though for Erie. And a foul called on the hack. And they'll call that, I believe, on Ava Welty. That is a second team foul for Erie. And actually they call that on George. First on George. Tie up in the paint, and a jump ball is called. Lob in, three-pointer is short and out of bounds. Fort Morgan struggling a little bit to find their scoring touch. Tiger defense has been solid here in the early going. Another three ball. That's off the mark. Altshuler trying to collect, and she does. Now Moyers tried to feed it low. It was tipped right into the hands of Altshuler, and the layup is up and good. So Deb makes the bucket, and it's 12-0 Erie. Little bounce off to the near side. Tigers trying to play aggressive, and Moyers comes and almost steals it. And actually, the official looked like he was going to administer a foul just to knock out of bounds. Olivia Wolf to inbound here for the Mustangs. She'll get it into Frasco. Shot is off the mark. Rebounded by Deb. Tigers trying to push the pace here. Coach Walls likes a team that runs, or at least with this personnel, he likes that. And I like that he likes that. And that little turnaround baby hook is up and in by Ava Welty. Baseline drive and a bump there, and I think they might call that on a block by George. And they will. As we take a look again at that last Erie bucket. See the little baby hook there by George. Excuse me, by Welty. How about this? A little three-man crew. Serenity Jenkins running the camera. TJ Barksdale in charge of replay. Madison Gambon directing. Got the live graphics. You got the all kinds of stuff. And we will continue to build. You'll start seeing some more unique angles in the replay as we build out the number of cameras we have. You will start seeing some stinger transitions, graphics that say you're watching a replay instead of the scoreboard. We'll be able to run replays in and out of commercial breaks. We'll do all kinds of fun stuff here on the ETN as we continue to learn as a group. But proud of these kids and what they've been able to pick up so far here through the first month of the semester with the brand new system, as that's the first point of the afternoon here for Fort Morgan. As that one rattles home by Wolf, so makes both of hers. And now George will push it here. Welty with it on the near side. Nice pass low. Shot is up and good. That was Sarah Hill on the bucket. 3:30 remaining here in the first quarter. Tigers lead it 16-2 in a very good start. And Tiger fans, Don't forget to follow us on social media. You can find us on Twitter at Erie Tiger Media. Like the Erie Tiger Media Facebook page or check us out online at erietiger.network.com. You can kind of find a tentative schedule that's very subject to change in this COVID world. Even some of the venues, we're still trying to work with them on allowing us to go and broadcast there. Fort Morgan pushing ahead, 16-2, Tigers lead it. Christensen has it on the right side now for Frasco. Closely guarded there by Hartle, and a foul will be administered to her. Only the fourth team foul by Erie here in this first half. That's the first by Hartle. Inbound here. Now Christensen on the right wing, partially blocked, but it fell right to a Mustang. Can't get the bucket. Putback's no good. Tapped out by Welty, and that'll stay right here. Now Frasco will inbound here, picked up by Christensen. Bounce off to the right side. Shot off the side of the backboard. That's no good. Tapped around and now picked up by Welty, and she stepped on the inline, so a turnover there for the Tigers. 2:47 remaining. Here in this first quarter play, a good start for Erie against this Mustang side. Inbound is stolen here by Erie. That's George. She'll push it up. Hartle with it. Backs it out. Back to George. Dials up a three. George just misses. Tell you what, George has been red hot here to start the season, as that's picked up by Welty. Welty back to George. Good little pass down low to Hill. Hill backing her way, kicking out. Welty crossover in the paint. Kicks out to George. Wide open three. That one just too strong. Rebounded by the Mustangs. Mustangs will bring it across midcourt with Christensen. Guarded in the man-to-man by George. Left side now for Frasco. Bounced up, top of the circle for Fritzler. Feeds it low. Dahl backing her way in. Layup's no good. Rebounded by Deb. Here come the Tigers. 2-on-1. Hartle with the speed. Drives. Scoop off the window and a score. And the Tigers lead it 18-2. Tigers defense leading to offense here in the early goings of this one. Still a minute left. The Tigers have had a fantastic quarter. Now Christensen with it along the arc. Stolen there. Hartle races up the floor. Another bucket up and in. 2 back-to-back buckets for her. Fort Morgan on the attack here. And a trip, and I think they're going to get Hartle with a block. And Tiger fans in the chat, I know that Madeline Hartle, a freshman, I just want to make sure I'm saying that right. Is it Hartle or Hartel? And if you know in the chat, I'd love for you to spell it out phonetically for us. Mustangs looking to inbound, tipped, but picked up there by Fritzler, and they'll reset. Here are the Mustangs. From beyond the arc, that was Lewis. She tried to feed it low, but good hands that time. Out along the perimeter was Mia Welty, the younger sister of Ava Welty. Mustangs turn it over here. Welty with it. Off to Moyers, right back to Welty. Mia in the block, little step under and a travel and a turnover. 55 seconds left here in quarter number 1. An 18-point lead for the Tigers. As Frasco will bring it up the floor here for Erie. Across the midline goes Christensen. Tapped, out of play. Fort Morgan will inbound. Mustangs. Oh, 2 coming into this one, as that one is partially blocked. Mustangs lost to Roosevelt 73-23 in their last game as Welty gets bumped. Now Moyers will fire the three. That's high off the rim, and they'll call a rebounding foul on Mia Welty. That'll actually cause Coach Walls to stand up. Not sure he fully understood that one. This Fort Morgan girls team, a 7-17 record last year, 4-12 in the Tri-Valley. Of course, no more Tri-Valley this year, as obviously every couple years things get kind of shuffled around, but it was a Tri-Valley for a while as the last second shot is no good and Moyers can't quite connect. All right, end of one. The Tigers lead it 20-2. We'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network. And welcome back in here, 20-2. Tigers lead it. Layup off the left side is no good. And out of bounds on the Tigers. Well, Tiger fans, Go Airheads Airsoft Field and Store at Erie gives children, teens, and adults an exhilarating, unforgettable experience in a unique battle zone. Play against your friends and friends to be. For more info, check them out online at goairheads.com. A wonderful start here for the Tigers. 7:20 remaining here in this first half of play. And by the way, also on our network here at the exact same time, the JV boys are out playing in Fort Morgan. So how about that? We're going all out on the Erie Tiger Network. And actually, that is not in Fort Morgan. That's in the gym next to us, as that shot is up and good. One thing we can actually do is we might be able to even cut in live into that JV game during halftime a little bit, as there's a layup off the right side. That is the first made field goal for the Mustangs by Marbella Estrada Diaz. Now Moyers will bring it up. Moyers will get it around the arc, bounced off. Welty kicks it. Hill, the deep two in the corner. That's no good. Good rebound by Hefner. Can't get the follow-up to go, but that was some strength right there. Aaliyah George set to check in, along with Deb Altshuler here at the next whistle. Fort Morgan on the attack. That's Wolf with it. Back out to Diaz. Estrada Diaz drives. Wheels it back to Christensen. Trapped in the corner. Welty picks it up. Good outbreak here, or breakout by the Tigers. Good job finding the outlet pass. Up to Hill. Right side. Layup is good off the window and one. Beautiful layup there. Let's take another look at that. Oh, wrong one. That's okay. Sorry about that. We're about to have our third live stream at the exact same time. So we were helping out the boys basketball team. One of the teams out in Fort Morgan. So your JV, C team, and girls varsity all about to be live at the same time here on the Erie Tiger Network. That's wild. 25-4, Tigers on top here. Almost a steal there by Altshuler. Sorry about that. You're getting a little bit of interesting audio. That's us navigating between masks and making sure Mike is in the right position. And out to the line goes Fort Morgan. Free throw shot off the mark, tipped out. Last touch by Hefner there. And so Fort Morgan will get the inbound here underneath their own basket. Wolf to inbound. Into Fritzler. Mustangs. Little crossover dribble there, and Moyers just picked her pocket. Moyers weaving through traffic, hands off to Welty, finds the cutter. That's Hefner, draws contact, gets it off the window and in. Take a quick look at that again. That was beautiful. As you saw the little up and under off the window and in. Beautiful basket there by Hefner. And it's 27-5. I tell you what, we're having a fun time bringing you this game. It's fun, of course. The Tigers are on top. I imagine we will see a lot of kind of younger faces during this game. Of course, rosters are limited. No swing players from JV to varsity this season as Hefner gets the three-point play the old-fashioned way. 25-8. Runner, no good. Partially blocked. Deb will pick it up. Altshuler on the breakout. 3-on-1 here, passes across to George, catches, kicks it out. Moyers wide open, fires the three. That one just off the mark and rebounded nicely that time by the Mustangs. Fort Morgan will push it up the floor over the midline now. That's Wolf. Wolf the crossover. Tigers in the man-to-man, bounces off near side, almost stolen there by Altshuler. The drive and kick by Welty, and so that one will be out of bounds. But they'll stop it to the kick, and an inbound coming here for Fort Morgan. There's the inbound, and a nice block, and no, they'll call that a foul on Altshuler. By the way, this quarter is brought to you by 3M Farms, a local-owned farm by the Merckx family right here in Erie, Colorado. They're excited to sponsor the Erie Tiger Network and want to thank the community for all their support of the nursery Pumpkin Patch and Christmas Tree Farm. The growing nursery will be open again starting in the spring with a beautiful selection of vegetable plants, trees, perennials, and shrubs, as that one is up and good by Fritzler. A 28-7 lead now for the Tigers. George dials up a deep 2. I think her toe was on the line, and it was. The official signaling that it was a deep 2. But a good bucket there by George. Off on the far side, a drive, stop, looking for the cut. Bounced into the paint, and now Moyers just rips it right away from the Mustang player. Moyers in off the window, can't get it to go, but draws the shooting foul, will go the line to shoot 2. And Grace Moyers with a nice tenacious steal, and the Tigers on top 30-7 here. And a timeout on the floor. We will take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network. And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. 30-7 the score now with Grace Moyers coming to the line. And she'll make those 32-7. Tell you what, we're having fun. I keep mentioning that, but it's fun to see the live scoreboard. Madison's bored because she doesn't have to enter in any info. By the way, checking into the game here for the Tigers is Jen Altschuler. Deb calling for Sister Jen to come get the pass. Now Jen will walk it up here. How about this freshman group? You got Jen Altschuler out there with Sister Deb as she fires a 3 that's just off the mark. Aaliyah George is out there, senior. Sarah Hill, a senior. Deb Altschuler is a junior, but you also have the freshman Mia Welty out there. Wouldn't be surprised to see Madeline Hartle out there, and then you got 3 freshmen on the court at some point this game. We think our roster is actually incorrect and that Mia Welty is a sophomore. We'll have to double check on that. Our roster says freshman. Our director is saying sophomore. I believe our director, so I'm going to go sophomore. The knee bend, the shot up, no good. Dual control on the rebound and a jump ball, and the possession arrow goes towards Erie. Tiger fans, if you notice underneath each team's name is the total number of timeouts remaining, but the caveat is the scoreboard down on the court has not updated those, so we still have it showing 5. So just so you know, that is incorrect. We'll have to correct that graphic at some point. By the way, thanks to our chat, Mia is a sophomore. So that's why I said I believe our director. Altshuler will fire the 3. That's off the mark. Deb has yet to really find her stroke so far in the early season, but the Tigers still playing well. Tell you what, as soon as those shots start falling for Deb, and then Erie also gets G back from her injury, how are they even stoppable? I mean, my goodness. George with a nice steal. Runs it up with a right hand off the window and in. 34-8, Tigers now lead it. And that shot is just off the mark. By the way, we have mentioned before, we'd love for you to be a partner on the Erie Tiger Network on Patreon. Click on the link in the description. Actually, not sure we have one today. Or just head, how about this, to patreon.com/Erie Tiger Network. You can support us for as little as $1 a month or sponsor a segment for $25 a month. And I just wanted to point out a few people that have been huge supporters and donors to the Erie Tiger Network. The Raritan family has continued to pour in some money. The Blaylock family sponsors us for $25 a month. Barbara Alverson has sponsored us for $25 a month. I know that the Loy family has chipped in a generous donation. The Gilmore family, the Kana family, they've all been huge on the Erie Tiger Network. And there's even more. Those are just kind of the $25 or above donors or supporters, rather, on our Patreon or other means. Now in the corner, that was Mia Welty. The shot off the mark. Rebound is fought for and picked up. Fort Morgan pushes ahead, and Sarah Hill will track back. Tigers, very good legs in this game, up and down the floor. Now George fires a quick 3. Oh, splashes the nylon. Aaliyah George has just been spectacular here in the first couple games of the season. Fun to see the development of Aaliyah. Crossover dribble. Layup is no good off the front of the iron. They'll call a block foul. Coach Walls likes what he sees out of George and has given her plenty of playing time. And she is the 4th leading scorer on this team here through the early going. But she has made the 2nd most threes now. I believe that is her 6th made 3 of the season, as Moyers will head to the line and hit that one. Tigers coming into the game between their 2 games have made 18 threes. They've shot 40% from deep in their first 2 games. And they're shooting well again here tonight. That shot is up and good by Grace. Lead up to 29 with 1:05 remaining here in the quarter. Franco with it here. Bounces, top of the circle, tapped away. Tigers running out. Off to George, and that's up and in. Good bucket, good assist by Hartle. The Tigers lead it by 31. 44 seconds left here in this half. Near side, bounce into the paint. The shot is just a little bit long. Tracked down in the corner, but couldn't quite turn and throw it back in was Frasco. And so Erie, with 30 seconds left here, will bring the ball up to court. Moyers off, kick it, near side, driving is Welty. Had to throw it out to Hill. Hill shots off the mark and rebounded by the Mustangs. They'll have last shot if they want it. Little feed low. They're going to rush this. Now the Tigers get it. Pushed ahead, and Moyers drops to the floor. Shot is off the mark as the buzzer sounds, and that will end things in the first half. But a big half it was. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll show you all the replays here on the Erie Tiger Network. And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. This halftime show is brought to you by Teachers Who Tutor. Teachers Who Tutor is a teacher-created company located in Erie. They tutor students K-12 in all subject areas. All tutors are certified teachers. Teachers Who Tutor finds the perfect tutor to match your child's needs, whether you're trying to get your kiddo up to grade level, extend their learning, or prep for the SAT. They're here for you. Contact them today at teacherswhotutor.biz. We are going to watch all of the first half highlights as the Tigers, they had a big half. They lead at 41-10. On the near side, nice pass low. Shot is up. The Tigers 2-on-1. Hartle with the speed, drives, scoop off the window, and a score. Fantastic quarter. Now Christensen with it along the arc. Stolen there. Hartle races up the floor. Another bucket up in it. Or breakout by the Tigers. Good job finding the outlet pass up to Hill. Right side. Layup is good. Traffic hands off to Welty. Finds the cutter. That's Hefner. Draws contact. Gets it for the Tigers. Up. George dials up a deep two. I think her toe was on the line. George with a nice steal. Runs it up with the right hand in this game. Up and down the floor. Now George fires a quick three. Oh, splash! Network. And actually that is not in for Morgan. That's in the Tigers running out. Off to George, and that's up and in. Good bucket, good assist by Hartle. The Tigers lead it by 31. 44 seconds left here. Check 1, 2. There we go. Sorry about that. Lost our audio there for a second, but you got to see the first half highlights there. Once again, sponsored by teacherswhotutor.biz. We're broadcasting live from the Gen Realty broadcast booth. We're going to take one more time out. When we come back, we'll have the second half of action here for you on the ETN. Hey, this is such a blowout. Give you the option, or do the option. You want to continue to do the same job you're doing, or do you want to call play-by-play? Nah. Well, you continue.
I'm afraid I'd say a bad word on air. Like I commentate like a game I'm playing sometimes because I think it's fun, and I'll just say like shit or something. I can't do that.
I'll do a lower level.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network, 41-10 as we now head into the third quarter of play here. And the Tigers, a big first half. You saw the first half highlights. It has been a splendid performance so far. A little bit of a breather, if you will. A couple top 10 5A teams in this gym earlier this week. And now the Tigers get back to playing 4A basketball. Couple streams going on as well. We have a live look into Fort Morgan High School and a live look at JV next to us. And so if you're so inclined, those games are on the ETN as well. 3 streams at once. That's a record for Erie Tiger Network. We've never done anything like that, so that's pretty cool too. All right, start of the second half. Tipped out of bounds. That'll stay with Fort Morgan. That's Christensen looking to inbound, and stepping on the inline and touching the ball was Fritzler, and so a turnover there for the Mustangs. .31 lead here. Altshuler fires a 3. Oh, man, that was a good-looking shot. Tell you what, Altshuler has about the best form on the team, it seems like. Just hasn't quite found her rhythm early in this season. I say that, and coming into tonight, she's shooting 42% from deep. So I don't know, what the heck am I talking about? Just a little bit cold tonight. But Deb, I know you might remember last year's coach, Sarah Pfeiffer, always thought that Deb was the sharpest shooter on the team. As Deb has it here on the near side. Deb fires a 3. Deb just rattles one out. I mean, that was halfway down. She just can't buy a 3 right now. But George, that one's off the mark. I was going to say George can. She set me up for it. Didn't deliver. Shovel ahead to Welty. Back to Deb. Crossover dribble. Runner in the paint. That's off the back iron. And it's tipped out last touch by George. And that will force a timeout. While we have a timeout, Tiger fans, how about having all your insurance needs under one roof? Let State Farm's Jeannie Hulse take care of all your insurance needs. Jeannie's been serving the Erie community for almost 18 years and would like to serve you as well. Give Jeannie a call today at 303-828-4002 or visit online at jeanniehulse.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And let me tell you, folks, I became a customer of State Farm and Jeannie Hulse 2 months ago. I rang her up. I said, hey, I'd love an auto quote. You've been a sponsor on the ETN for a while. She gave me a quote. Oh, my gosh, I saved $100 a month between my home and auto insurance, so it was worth it. And Jeannie, obviously a huge supporter of the ETN, so that comes with a personal recommendation. 41-10, Tigers on top. Tapped. And a foul called there on Moyers with the push. This group of girls, they have a lot of fun together. They've played together a while. Obviously, last season did not end the way that they had imagined. At Berthoud, a heartbreaker. There's a nice runner by Grace. But, you know, I always thought when that happened in real time last year, obviously that was really our final week, maybe 2 weeks before COVID hit and life kind of was turned upside down. And the Final Four was canceled. Berthoud never got to play. And just reflecting on that, you almost think that maybe that was to the benefit of the Tigers. You lost, so you had that gnarly taste in your mouth, and those are the types of things that can drive you in the offseason. But you also didn't have the heartbreak of not being able to play in the Final Four. So both those things in conjunction, I just kind of felt like when the Final Four is taken away, both those things could work together in Erie's favor if they treat the offseason right. Little backdoor pass to Welty. Layup just too strong. Rebounded away by the Mustangs. Turnover at midcourt. George has it. Off to Ava. Good passing. Deb goes baseline, kicks it back to Ava. Off to Hefner. Corner three. George splashes the nylon. Oh, man. Aaliyah's been hot from deep tonight. I believe that's her third, maybe even fourth three of the game. There's a steal there by Welty. Ava runs down the floor, off to George, stops, layup, can't quite get the bunny to go. Rebounded away by Christensen. Now shot by George. That's off the mark. And back the other way go the Mustangs. By the way, someone in our chat mentioned that Bertha did actually get to play. There were a few games played before the cancellation. I didn't realize that Bertha was one of them. So thanks for correcting my mistake. Bertha did get a chance to play in the Final Four and was knocked off. So what the heck do I know? But obviously other games were impacted. Just up the road, the Meade Mavericks had a potential state champion, sterling season just ripped away from them due to the cancellations. There were a couple games that were played at the Coliseum, and unfortunately there was no champions crowned, as that free throw is up and good, 46-11. That last foul, by the way, was on Grace. That's her team second. 4:35 remaining. And sub coming in for Fort Morgan after the made free throw. That's Holly Lewis. Now Sarah Hill will inbound here. Near side, three ball dialed up. That's just short. Back the other way goes Christensen. Off into the corner. Three ball for Fort Morgan. That won't fall. Good offensive board. Putback still won't fall. Good rebound there by Sarah Hill. Sarah pushes ahead. Mia Welty goes up and under off the window and in. Good bucket there for Mia. Reverse dribble, almost stolen there by George. It is tipped to Altshuler, back up to George, one on none. She'll head to the right side, and the righty will kiss it off the glass and in. 50-12, the score here. Jumper top of the key, that's off the mark. Rebound tapped around and saved, but out of bounds. They'll say that just touching the inline there was Kristen Dahl. And now checking into the game for the Tigers is Jen Altshuler, but we'll take a quick timeout. Tigers lead at 50-12 here on the ETN. And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Fans, don't forget to subscribe to the Erie Tiger Network. You can also hit the little notification button. On your phones and on your desktops, there's a little bell icon that stands for notifications. If you hit that, every time that we go live, you'll be notified. So if we go live, your phone, it'll say, hey, guess what? There's a game on. And that way you'll never miss any action, especially the pop-up action that might happen. So Deb Altshuler catches. Tigers lead it 50-12, and she'll lose that one out of bounds. Fort Morgan, about an hour and 15 minutes from here. If you've never been. A town infamous for processing sugar beets, as that one is up and in. In fact, Brush, which is also in Morgan County that lies just to the east, their high school mascot is the Beet Diggers. So, been there a few times. I actually saw some pictures recently from a Brush basketball game, and talk about a full crowd. A little bit different here on the Front Range in terms of which fans are allowed. We're hoping that within the next couple weeks that Boulder County, as there's a three by Hartle from the near side. Madeline Hartle buries the three, her first three ball of the game. The Tigers lead at 55-12. We're hoping within a couple weeks, Tiger fans, that the rules for fans in the game will change. Whether that comes from, I believe, Boulder County Health changing some of the protocol. So we'll see. That's certainly a hopeful outcome that I know I would love to see, as much as we appreciate all the viewership, as there's a steal and layup by Moyers. As much as we appreciate the viewers and elevated view counts, we want parents to be able to see their kids play. That would be, I can't even imagine what it's like to be a parent of one of these seniors right now. Moyers weaving through traffic. Grace kicks. Three ball on the way by Hill. That's just short. Rebound is gathered and fought for by Brooklyn Cundiff. And the junior will draw the foul there against Hill. Inbound here to Franco. A little bouncer into the block. Back out. The runner's nicely blocked that time by Hartle, and then she got it knocked out from behind. The layup is up and good by Fritzler. 1:37 left to go here in the period. Moyers with it. Calling for a double screen, goes to her right. Wide open three, just off the mark. Rebounded by Mia Welty. That's no good on the putback. And Fort Morgan will maintain control, and then a foul there, I think, on Mia Welty. And Mia, that will be a little bit of a frustration foul. Missed the shot, then getting a little over aggressive on defense. You see that all the time. Jen Altschuler checks out. 1:19 left to go here in the third quarter. Tigers up big, 57-14. As Fort Morgan attacking front court left. Bouncer into the paint, driving the runner, blocked nicely. Hill has been a little blocking machine here in this half. Now Moyers with it. Pirouettes into the lane, off the window, can't get it to go, crashes to the floorboards, and a couple teammates race over and pick her off the floor. 57-14 the score here. A little under a minute to go here in the third quarter as Moyers will step to the stripe. And that one's off the mark. Grace coming into tonight, 50% from the line. Tigers as a team, 67% from the line. They were 12 of 18 coming into tonight. Grace will shoot that one with the right hand, gets that one to drop. Tigers extend the lead. Up the floor goes Frasco. Looking, bounces off near side. Wolf with it, right back to Frasco. Lewis will now dribble around. She'll kick it out. Wolf with it, drives baseline, guarded strongly by Hartle. That's tapped away. Moyers has it. She has a 3-on-1. She'll take it herself, gets shoved off the window, gets the bucket to go, and will go to the line for the and one. Good job absorbing contact that time was Moyers, and the defender, I think, did what you're supposed to. If you're going to foul, foul hard. But Grace still doing a good job making that layup, and she'll go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play and delivers it 61-14. There is, I believe, a running clock rule that was recently passed by CHSAA in basketball. We'll have to double check on that. I'm not totally sure what that number is, though, as the Tigers up by 37. I believe it's a 40-point lead, and it's running clock for the rest of the game once you get to that 40 mark. So Tigers very close at doing that. 12 seconds left here in the quarter. They're already up by over that. They're almost up by 50. So I don't know what's going on. Hey, I'm a journalism teacher, not a math teacher. 7 seconds left here in the quarter. A dazzling performance offensively here this afternoon from the Erie gym. Kick to the corner, 3-ball in the way. That was blocked. Hill will tap it to Hefner, and that will end the quarter. At the end of one, the Tigers, they lead it here 61-14. We'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network. And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. 61-14, Tigers lead it here to start the fourth quarter. By the way, we are in running clock now. You saw that on your screen last quarter. And a foul there. Nope, travel. Erie team will move to 2-1 at the conclusion of this game, and Hefner gets fouled. Not only will they move to 2-1, they'll start to have some league games coming up. And hopefully we're still streaming because internet in this gym just suddenly crapped out. Either that or the Max Prep servers, the hamsters stopped running. Not sure. Because we are still streaming. 62-14, Tigers close to going up here by 50. And offhand, I do not have the record archives to know Erie's bigger wins than the last time they won by 50. Baseline drive, runner, too strong, tipped, picked up by Welty. And here come the Tigers. Nice feed. Moyers, what a pass to Hefner. Tell you what, that had some zip, it had some accuracy, and Hefner caught and laid it up in one motion. Just precision. Tigers will play in a league game coming up against Skyline. That game will be on Saturday at 11 a.m., and we do plan on carrying that game. They will then head out the following Wednesday to Silver Creek and at Greeley Central the Friday after. Tiger fans, I got to be honest with you. As of right now, we are not able to bring our broadcast crews to those venues. We are hoping that changes. We will let you know if it does. But just a heads up there. So hopefully that will work out. In the meantime, this game is brought to you by the Germany Law Firm. Do you have a plan in place for your family's future? Are you caring for an aging family member or a loved one with special needs? The Germany Law Firm, named Erie 2017's Chamber Business of the Year, provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit the Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net or set up a personalized consultation. And Germany Law, another sponsor of the Erie Tiger Network that I have become in the last couple months a new client of. So how about that? Thank you, Germany Law and State Farm. Fort Morgan on the attack here. 5:48 remaining. We have running clock, except obviously during a timeout. Turnaround layup is up and in. That was Jenna Fritzler that got that one to go. By the way, Fort Morgan, their radio station, 1400 KFTM is here. And a good friend of mine, Scott Roberts, with the call in Fort Morgan on the Medialogic Radio Network. A lot of friends that work for Medialogic still. Those were my old stomping grounds, not so much Fort Morgan, but Medialogic Radio. I was the voice of the Sterling Tigers before I came here to Erie. So certainly appreciate the work that the people in the Medialogic Radio Network do. And Scott Roberts here broadcasting this game. And they, tell you what, they carry pretty much everything here. Non-league road game over an hour away, and they're here. So props to that organization. 3-ball on the way. That's off the mark. Rebound is picked up by Hill. Hill will throw it in off the left side. No, can't get it to drop. Dribbled off. Right side. Now bounced to Christensen. Tigers have Altshuler, Ava Welty, Sarah Hill, Hartle, and Jen Altshuler in the game right now. And this is one huge disadvantage of not being able to play your swing players, because you have some solid players at JV that would love to eat up some minutes right now. Leah George will come in for Ava Welty. George, Deb, and Jen Altshuler, Hartle, and Hill out there for the Tigers. 4:04 remaining. Clock does stop for free throws. Tigers lead it by 43. What's wrong with me? 47. Into the corner now. Hartle drives, pull-up jumper. Comes up just short. Seen Hartle get extended action. Grayson Blaylock, in case you're wondering where he went to the University of Oklahoma. He actually texted me before the first game, as he still frequents the Erie Tiger Network, just to mention Madeline Hartle. And said, if you've never seen her play, she is fast, in all caps. And a timeout here on the floor. 3:38 remaining, 64-18 Tigers on top. We'll step aside for a quick timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network. And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. 3:30 remaining. As there's a bucket and one for Deb Altschuler. That's got to feel rewarding. Finally got one to fall as Deb. Tell you what, I enjoy watching this Tiger girls team. A lot of gritty players, a lot of just hard-working players that just continue to refine their game. And it's fun to see them succeed. And that one is tipped out by the Tigers. 3:12 remaining here in this contest. We'll have a little over an hour before the boys' game, which will start at 7 o'clock against Fort Morgan. Usually we have those back-to-back games. In case you're wondering, it's just the protocol requires the gym to kind of clear out for a certain amount of time. And so that's why you see a little bit more space between these contests. By the way, for those of you that are swim fans, you will see the swim meet, not in a full broadcast tomorrow because we're not quite able to do that right now. But you'll have a little solo cast live look-in tomorrow for you swim fans. Another great just fast break passing and then finished off there by Anna Hefner. Man, the Tigers have just passed the ball immaculately tonight. They have put on a total passing clinic. Steal there by Deb. She'll race it up off the window with the right hand. Tigers now lead it 70-18. And a tie-up and a jump ball. Jen Altschuler will check in, and another timeout. We'll take our final timeout of the game. Tigers, they lead it big. And welcome back in here. A minute 39 remaining here in this contest. The little shovel is knocked away. Jump ball is called. As time will continue to tick down. Good night here for this Tiger basketball team. Coach Walls will get his second victory here with Erie. As a 3 ball's on the way, and that is knocked down. Deb finally hits the 3. 73-18, Tigers on top, 106 left to go. That one is knocked, and then body's hitting the floor here. And they'll stop the clock here for a 1-and-1. As Emma Christensen will head to the line. This game was brought to you by Front Range Landfill, a modern municipal solid waste disposal facility permitted by the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment and Weld County. They're very proud of their facility and welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Visit them online today at frontrangelandfill.com for all your solid waste questions. This game is also brought to you by Sherry Bond. She is a sponsor here on the Erie Tiger Network. So special thanks to Sherry. And Budget Home Supply, also a sponsor here on the ATN. If you'd like to be a business sponsor, email me, bird_brandon at svvsd.org. 15 seconds remaining here in this contest. 77-18, a travel is called, and that will do it. Tigers move to 2-1. Fort Morgan drops to 0-3 on the season. As the final horn sounds, Tigers win it big here at home. A special thanks to our camera operator, Serenity Jenkins. TJ Barksdale, he was on instant replay tonight, and our director was Madison Gambon. For all of them, I'm Brandon Bird. We'll see you in an hour for the boys' game as they take on Fort Morgan. And until next time, Tiger fans, I'll chirp at you later.